Yeah, I think the family circumstances add some extra salt in your motivation. Most of the people, they just they are having burning desire because of the family circumstances is not good, so it is somehow or other just motivate them to do best, to do better, to do again and again, no matter what, no matter how many times I am going to fail in my job, but I am going to do that because I have to change my family conditions. I have to change my entire circumstances that I have been going through. I have to give my parents a best life. I have to live a good life and not an ordinary life. Hello, hi, Sunny. Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, very good morning, bro. Yes, I'm doing pretty well by the grace of God. Thank you so much for asking, by the way. How have you been doing?
Yeah, I'm also doing fantastic as it is morning now. So just woke up around 9 a.m. After that, I just took my breakfast and then decided to take this session as we were planning since I think 1 week, right? To meet with each other
Yes, you
and
are
to have this
absolutely right.
session. Yeah. So you said that
Right,
time that
right.
I am busy doing something. I am in my workplace, so I cannot do this session right now. I said, okay, let's postpone it, and maybe further whenever we will be free, we are going to have this. Okay. So Sunny, before we start a session, it is always mandatory to give your introduction so that we and our audience can know about each other, right? So would you like to give your
Right,
introduction
absolutely right.
first? Yeah, please go ahead.
Why not? Why not? So, my name is Sunny Sharma and I'm connecting from Punjab. However, basically, I come from UP, Gorakhpur. I hope so. You guys must have heard about it. Coming towards my occupation, I have been working in army more than 6 years. And talking about my studies, so I have completed my 10 plus 2 in 2017. Soon after, I got a job in government sector. Therefore, I could not able to continue my study. But still, I am doing study again. Yeah, this is
Okay.
something about my brief introduction.
Okay, great. Okay, great. So I hope you know about me, or should I give my introduction to you as well?
No, no, perhaps I don't know about you. Only I know your name. So could you
Okay.
tell me something more?
Okay. So as you know, my name is Shravan, and I'm talking to you from Gorakhpur city, Uttar Pradesh. As far as my education is concerned, currently I'm pursuing the master degree, which is MCA. And along with that, I do run a small YouTube channel where I upload conversational videos. If we talk about my hobbies, I love to listen to music, reading books, watching podcasts, interacting with various individuals. So this is something more or less about me, Sunny. Thank you.
Yeah, this is lovely introduction. This is lovely introduction. Literally,
Okay.
and I must
Thank
say.
you. Thank you. Thank you so much,
So
Sunny.
I think we come from same district as you mentioned that you also come from Gorakhpur and
Yeah.
me too. I
You are
also
also
come
from
from
Gorakhpur.
there.
You are from
Yes,
Gorakhpur.
absolutely.
Oh my God.
Yes, I also
Fantastic.
come from there.
Oh, really?
Right.
Oh, wow. So in Gorakhpur, from which place you are?
I hope so. You must have heard about the Sajanwa, quite away from Gorakhpur
Oh
main
my
city.
God. I am near Sajanwa. I am in Gida. I am pursuing a master degree from Gida itself.
Oh, okay.
It
Okay. I
is
think
10.
ITM from ITM.
No, no, KIPM. It is not ITM. It is KIPM, which is just in front of ITM. There are three
Okay, okay,
colleges:
okay, okay.
ITM, BIT, and KIPM. So it is just in front of ITM. So it is just 10 kilometer away from Gida. Sajanwa is 10 kilometer away. Okay, nice, man. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Nice to meet you, bro.
So what do you do then? What kind of work you do in Punjab?
No, I have been working in army, so I'm deployed here. Earlier, I used to live
Oh,
in Assam, so I
so
think it's been
you,
only 1.5 months.
oh my God, you are in Indian Army.
Absolutely. Now you
Oh,
can see logo of Indian Army
oh
on my
my.
left chest.
So sorry, Sunny. I'm pronouncing you by your name. I'm so sorry. I think I should have called
No,
you
not an
sir.
issue, not an issue, not an
My
issue.
God,
Okay, not an issue though.
I didn't
Yeah,
get
most
it.
of the
I'm so
people
sorry
they
for that.
call by my name only.
Okay, no, you must,
No, no,
you
no
must
need to.
deserve, you must deserve. I should take your name with sir. It should not be like that. Okay, so I'm
It's
really
your kindness,
amazed to
man.
know that. It was totally unexpected. You didn't mention earlier, I think, that you are in Indian Army. Yeah.
No, no,
Okay.
I mentioned when I was introducing myself, I mentioned also that I have been working in army, right?
Okay, sorry. Maybe
Yes.
I didn't get it. Okay, so tell me your journey about, first of all, going into Indian Army, coming from a place, a small place like Sajanwa and Gorakhpur. People dream to see the big goal and they just dream to going into Indian Army. It is not a easy thing to do that, man. I think you know that how struggle you must have done and how much hard work you have done in your past, and then maybe it is possible to go in Indian Army. Can you just share your journey in brief, that how did you dreamed
I
of
know.
going into Indian Army, and then you finally joined it. And how is the life there?
Yeah, certainly I can tell you that how tough it was at first. But I had a dream. Somehow I had to be an army person. And as I told you, after completing my 10 plus 2 in 2017, soon after in 2018, I got this job early in my first attempt. So I was so fortunate person, I can say.
Mm-hmm.
And it was quite tough journey for me to be a soldier of Indian Army, right? And but I had a dedication after completing my studies. Okay, I used to go for running every day regardless of my daily schedule and my exhaustion. I used to go there. And then I got this job. And after complete, I deployed in Lucknow, I can say, for my basic training, where I did my basic training. Subsequently, I got my first posting in Assam. There I had been living in for, I think, 3 years. Thereafter, I got my second posting in Punjab. Yes, right.
Okay.
So it was tough.
Wow.
And one more thing I want to tell you here. So I went in Kolkata, where I
Mm-hmm.
interacted from one of my friends, and we were studying together in our village. And back then he was preparing for to be an officer, I can say, of Indian Army. Then I
Mm-hmm.
thought that if he can, why I cannot?
Wow.
So I got motivation from him, and
Mm-hmm.
I also started preparing for, I can say, ACC examination. I hope so you guys
Mm-hmm.
slightly have heard about it,
Yeah.
right? And I gave this examination. I qualified, but unfortunately I could not able to qualify my interview. And again I'm preparing for that. And I think it's been 10 days. Again I gave my second attempt, and I'm waiting for my result. Right.
Oh my
I want
God.
to be just like you can say officer of Indian Army. I know it's quite tough for me because I was told by my many seniors that you come from village and especially you have completed your entire study in Hindi medium. So
Um,
this is not meant for you. But
yeah.
I knew that consistency and can do everything. Now
Yeah,
here I
it,
am.
it shows that how disciplined you
Right.
are, that again and again you're trying and you got motivation and you just cleared in your first attempt. Wow, so it is really amazing. I really got flabbergasted to listen
Right.
that. But one of the major thing that I'm observing here that you're speaking wonderful English, man. I mean, I am really amazed to see that you're speaking really, really good English. How did you learn it? I mean, nowadays as I know, I got you from the group, so you are in the group as well where you are practicing English, you're talking to the people and different individual. So when it comes to your mind that now it is time to improve my English fluency, because you are working I think hardly on English language as well alongside with your preparation into your field. So English a
Right.
journey, how it has started.
Also, bro, I knew that if I really want to be an officer of defense, okay, so first and foremost, I have to learn this language because without learning this language, I cannot qualify my interview, right? My interview which conduct into this language, in this language, I can say. So it was the compulsion for me to learn this language as soon as possible for me. So I started to learn this language. At first, it was, I can say, hard nut to crack for me, right?
Hmm.
And bit
Yeah.
by bit, I'm learning from you, from different colleagues. So now here
No,
I am.
you are speaking really amazing. Believe me or not, but you are speaking really amazing. And you are in Indian Army, so is it itself achievement? And now you don't want to sit on your laurels, and you want to grow more. And you're working on your English language. Along with that, you are working on your dreams to achieve. I have seen people, they get demotivated, and after 12, they are just hopeless. They do not have any clear goal and clear objective that what do they want to do in their life, and they are just in somehow or
Right.
other they are ambiguous, they are in dilemma that what should they do now. But in that point of time, in that point of age, when you just passed out your 12th, you decided a goal and you work really hard with discipline and consistency, and you go into Indian Army, it is just a salute from my side, brother. I mean, it is really amazing to do that. It's not easy job. I know the
Thank you so much,
physical
bro.
work, the physical strength that is required, right? You have gone through that. I know you must have gone through that, and then after you just left
Yes,
your
I
home.
can. I know. I want to just add something about Indian Army physical. Whoever are preparing and whoever want to be a soldier of Indian Army, first and foremost, they must have courage to run among 300 people, right?
Yeah.
Because you have to run among more than 300 people, right? And there only more than I can say around 20 candidates will be eligible to get selected for their
Mm.
medical examination, and
Yeah.
rest of the candidate will have to come back to restart their journey again.
Yeah, so and sometimes it is difficult to restart the journey when you start something doing, and also running in between three. I mean, 100. You said right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So running among 300 people, it's not easy. Now, I have seen some people, when they fall off, when they fall in away. So most of the people they are running up to them. So it is sometimes they got injury or something like that. So it is not easy job to do that.
No, yes.
And
While I can say while learning, if you not keep cautious, okay, on yourself, you might be fallen. Or many people, okay, will I can say run on you, and
yeah,
you will get badly injured.
yeah.
Okay, so you have to be aware about this crowd niche.
Yeah, and also it is not just only about courage, I guess. I think that you have also sacrifices a lot of things in between that. The time when people think about enjoyment, the time when people think about blah blah blah, they see their friends doing party, enjoying their life. You sacrifices your prime age, and also at the very same time you sacrifices your family because you said you were 3 years in Assam, so you sacrifices your family. I must know you will be alone there. And I have also know that in army there is a lot of things that is not applicable, like you cannot use your mobile phone, you cannot use your many things that you cannot do because you have to follow discipline. It is not just only about that once you entered in army you can do anything you want. No, it is not like that. Even though you entered in the army, then after you have to follow discipline, you have to wake up early in the morning, you have to go for running, and you have to do your all the works that have decided already. So it is not easy job to doing that, but
Right,
now for that I think it's the internal motivation that comes. It is the internal courage that hooks you up, that key okay now suppose Sunny, you are meant to be in army. It is not something that external motivation. If you're thinking that somebody else, you see the you see somebody else and then you decided to become like that or to go into army, it is not easy I think to do that. It is internal motivation that comes
right.
inside out, from you. Okay, I want to really become in.
I can say
Mhm.
internal motivation. On the other hand, your family circumstances, right? In which
Wow.
family you come from, you
Mhm.
must know about your family circumstances, how they are suffering and how well they are. They can afford your expenses or not. Or it
Mhm.
could be buying mobile or your clothes. It could be anything else. If you come to know, once you know this thing, you will have to work. You will start working on yourself. That somehow I have to get this job, right?
Wow.
Because
Mhm.
I don't have any degree so that I could work in another organization,
Mhm.
right? Because if you have completed your 10th class or else 10 plus 2, only Indian Army will provide you such a magnificent job, right?
Yeah, I think the family circumstances add some extra salt in your motivation. Most of the people they are having burning desire because of the family circumstances is not good, so it is somehow or other just motivated them to do best, to do better, to do again and again, no matter what, no matter how many times I am going to fail in my job, but I am going to do that because I have to change my family conditions. I have to change my entire circumstances that I have been going through. I have to give my parents a best life. I have to live a good life and not an ordinary life. So like this we get motivation from our family and our family circumstances. I agree with you, Shani.
Right,
Okay,
right,
so can you just tell me more about discipline? Because discipline is the one of the most important thing to accomplish in anything. It is not just Indian Army, Sunny. You must know that while learning English language, you need consistency. Maybe whatever you do, whatever the job you do, your studies or everything, discipline is one of the major thing to do that. So can you just focus more about on discipline? Because most of the time, nowadays, like social media, mobile phone, and just telephone, cell phone, whatever you say, they easily get distracted with that, and maybe so for them it is hard to maintain a discipline. How do you maintain your discipline? How do you make sure that you are concentrated towards your goal and you are not distracting with any other things? How we can just be disciplined in our
right.
life?
Okay. So first and very first thing, I would say one thing: if you are being a civilian and you want
Mhm.
to be part of armed forces, and you have, you can say, you have become totally addicted to scroll your mobile, okay, like especially for social media. So first and foremost, you have to abandon this thing, right? These
Wow.
all are your habits. It
Mhm.
also consists into discipline, right? And discipline learned from your senior, okay? Because now
Mm.
I'm a new person here, for an example, so I don't know about discipline. I only am too well familiar from civil life, right? So you will be inculcated bit by bit from your senior, right? And discipline can take you away. Okay, discipline can assist you to be accomplished your dream. So be disciplined person. And when it comes for soldier, the soldier discipline come from head to toe, right? How to wear your uniform and how to wear your suits and how to wear your cap and how to respect of your seniors, right? And your hand movements should be also observed by your seniors like
Mhm.
this. So they
Yeah.
will also look after. Is there any gap between your finger or not? Which is also
Oh.
consists into discipline. And very most important thing I would say, once you will start engaging yourself in physical activity, automatically you will be able to inculcate a discipline bit by bit, right?
Mhm.
And one more thing I want to say, discipline can, what we call, discipline can beat talent, right? When talent doesn't work. So
Yeah.
discipline is a very essential and very momentous for us in order to navigate our life effortlessly. And learn
Hmm.
discipline from, especially from soldier, I think. And
Yeah.
we have a certain time. We have certain time for our dinner, breakfast, and work, and for everything. Right? We don't have uncertain time. That at one point of time you have to go here and there, and you cannot deny. You cannot disobey. Right?
Mhm.
This is
Yeah.
shown how disciplined you are.
Yeah, discipline
Yeah, this
can
is
beats
thing.
hard talent. Wow, amazing. I think you just summarize it and concise it in a very specific manner that I think anybody can understand. It is really amazing to see. The one thing you said that first of all you have to abandon the things that is making you distracted from your achieving your
Right.
goal. Like suppose your mobile phone is distracting you, abandon it. Try to make a distance and sacrifice it. Use normal cell phone if you really want to achieve something in your life, only then. Otherwise it is not applicable to everyone. You can go, you can enjoy your life, that's your business, that's not the other's business, because you want to grow in your life, it is not us. So for that, people who just really want to change their life, for them it is abandon your thing that is making you distracted towards your goal. And second thing, that is the very very important thing that you said, man, that is most of the people avoid, and just they nowadays I've seen people like juniors, they do not consider their senior, that maybe they can teach them or they can motivate them or they can guide them. I have seen that. So it is one of the most important factor to learn anything or something in your life. If you're suppose you are coming into a new field, you should try to learn from your seniors, ask them, try to see them,
Absolutely.
look after them, how they're behaving, how well they are presenting themselves. It is a very very important thing, I guess. In my studies, I'm telling you, when I entered in my like master degree, so I was very much afraid of the examination, semester examination. So the people suggested me just go and ask to your senior. So I took help from the senior, and they suggested me, and somehow or other it helped me to do better, just because I took help from my senior. So it is very important thing to take help and suggestion and seek advices from your senior. But I am just seeing nowadays that the junior, they themselves are in the proud or whatever you can say, they don't consider their senior as a person who can guide them or who can just give them motivation. They themselves are genius, they don't want to get motivation or suggestion from their senior, but it's very
Right.
important to do that. Yeah, isn't it? How, what do
Yes.
you
Yes.
think?
I want to. Yeah, I want to tell you one more thing additional to that. I have been preparing for one of the toughest interviews on this globe, I must add that, which is called SSB. I hope so you guys must have heard about SSB, which
Yeah,
is
no.
stand for Service Selection Board. So earlier I wasn't, I can say I did not know single thing about it. So bit by bit I'm learning, as well as I'm also can say learning by YouTube and moreover from my seniors, right? And I'm inculcating all those ideas. And I have to think nowadays that what I was doing now, and now I came to know this idea from my senior. I learned this idea from senior. I supposed to use as soon as possible for me this thing that will assist me to
Wow,
accomplish my dream.
amazing, man. I think you have to be downhearted. You have to be downhearted uh, to learn something, and you have to seek advices. You have to seek assistance through your seniors, through the people who have gone through that,
That
because they are the person who can suggest you better.
you know, I want to tell you throughout my 5 days interview process. So there I will have to face GP group planning exercise, okay, which is consists into test, one kind of test. So where you will be given by your interviewer one paragraph along with the 4 and 5 problems, right? And you will have to read within 5 minutes. Subsequently, you will have to write your own thoughts. How will you tackle all those problems? So
Wow,
I did not know. I wasn't aware about it. So day before yesterday, I politely asked from my senior. He has been preparing for more, I can say more than 4 and 5 years, and he taught me in a very better manner that
wow.
how you can write your response in a
Yeah.
sequence wise.
Wow, amazing, amazing, Sunny. Okay, Sunny, it has always been, I think I have heard by a lot of people, and I myself know that SSB interview is considering to be the toughest interview to crack. Why is it like this? Why the interview process of SSB examination is so toughest? Is this something like that you have to follow the discipline kind of things in your job place? I mean, why is it so tough to clear SSB examination? And for people who are planning, who are thinking to appear in this examination or maybe this interview, what would be your suggestion for those people? What should they do?
So first and foremost, whosoever wants to appear for SSB, they have to self, I can say, introspection. They have to do self
Yeah,
introspection. That's who I am actually,
yeah.
and they have to also must aware about their weakness and strength, as well as about their academic and about their friends, as well as I can say about their village and the state where they come from. I mean, sex ratio, population, everything would be compulsion for them. First and foremost, self introspection. I can say self analysis in simple words, right?
Yeah.
And I can say why SSB is so one of the toughest interview considered because we have very less amount of selection. For an example, if 100 candidates are
Mm-hmm.
going to appear SSB at first out of 100, so I think only 30 candidates will be eligible for second round, and rest of the 70 will have to come back again, which is called screening process, right?
Okay.
Screening process.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if you will be able to get qualified in your screening process, then you will have to stay at your interview place for 5 days. There you will have to go through your psychological test and GTU test, right?
Mm-hmm.
GTU will be divided into, I think, 14 parts, 1/4, 14 part, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I can say which would be 5 days process, 5 days process. So you have to go through, okay, every
Oh,
day. I think around throughout the 4 hours, 3 hours, your interview process. There
wow.
you will be evaluated by your interviewer about
Mm.
yourself, how good you are, right? And you are live person or not, what you think about you, what your parents think about you, what your friends think about you, and what you think themselves.
Mm.
So they have
Okay,
to, I
great.
can say, aware
They have to
first and foremost
introspect
about
about
SLP.
themselves. They have to
And
introspect.
yeah, and one more thing I want to tell you, they must have 15 OLQ. OLQ in the sense officer like quality. If they don't have, try to learn because OLQ can learn from our society, from themselves,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay.
Which will be evaluated by your interviewer, 15 OLQ. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
So
leadership
can you
qualities, effective intelligence, like this.
yeah, can you just tell me something more about it? Like, what is it for SSB examination for people who just maybe they're thinking that what is it stand for? Why people give SSB examination and for which post or for which category it comes into? Who gives SSB interview? Who appear for this interview?
Okay, if I talk about for civilian, let's suppose like you, for example. So if you want to appear for SSB, so first and foremost, you have to qualify certain examinations, such as
Mm-hmm.
either NDA or else CTS or else FCAT, which
Okay.
for civilian, right? When
Okay.
it comes for serving soldier like me, so we have to go through ACC examination, right? ACC examination, which is also slightly similar than NDA examination.
Okay.
After qualifying your NDA examination, and I can say when you will be eligible for
Mm-hmm.
your NDA examination, after
Mm-hmm.
completing your 10 plus 2, you will be eligible. You can
Mm-hmm.
appear till 19, I can say 19 and a half years. You can appear for NDA. Subsequently, if unfortunately I can say you could not able to qualify your SSB, then you can appear again for SSB through CDF. For that, you must have degree, right? For
Graduation degree.
civilian, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
graduation. So after qualifying your written examination, you will get your date of USSB. I think after 4 months, after 3 months, whatever it is. So
Mm-hmm.
you will have to go and you will have to report there. And first and foremost, very first test you will have to face, which is called OIR, Officer Intelligence Rating Test.
Okay.
There you will find more than 100 reasoning, and you will have to solve out of 100 to 100 within 35 minutes.
Okay.
Right there,
Mm-hmm.
you will have, yes, you will have time pressure, I can say, so that they could
Wow.
come to know that how depressed you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
And afterward, which is called screening, they will call you all candidates in one separate room. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and thereafter they will flash one dark picture that will be so heavy. It's very hard to visualize, right?
Okay.
That what's
Mm-hmm.
going on actually in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
And you picture you can see only 30 seconds, I can say.
Mm-hmm.
Subsequently, picture will be disappear from, I can say, board. Okay, and they will give you 4 minutes to write one appropriate story, whatever you have seen, and you have to write
Okay.
positive story somehow,
Wow.
right?
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Yes. After writing, they will collect your sheet, right? Collect your
Okay.
sheet, And afterward, they will give you, I think, around 10 minutes or else 15 minutes to visualize your story into your mind, whatever you have written. And
Okay.
subsequently, they will divide your group into 10 members, 20 members, 15 members at their convenience, right? As per
Okay.
their convenience.
Okay.
And subsequently, they will call you in
Mm-hmm.
one room,
Mm-hmm.
and you will have to narrate your story within 15 seconds,
Okay.
whatever you have written,
Mm-hmm.
right? And after completing your narration, after your group, I can say entire group narration, you will have to involve yourself in group discussion, which will be
Okay.
going on more than 15 minutes, right? And
Okay.
afterwards, your interviewing officer will tell you, okay, so candidate, select one person, and he will have to narrate one common story. So
Okay.
which is called first day screening test,
Okay.
right? Which I told you.
Okay.
It's quite
Oh,
long process, lengthy
yeah.
process, I guess.
It's quite difficult too. You have to go through a lot. Like, first of all, the written process is also very amazing. That you said you will get a dark picture, and then you have to decide from that. You have to look a positive thing, and then you have to go through the speaking round where you have to narrate a story, which is also you get very less time to introduce yourself. And also, it's a reasoning part. The reasoning part for that, that checks your analytical thinking, like how fast you can solve the problem, right? That's how shows your
Right,
intelligence at the time of, because in army this is the demand, you will not get a lot of time to take action when you are at your workplace, right? So amazing, Sunny. I think there is a lot to learn from you, and we have, I mean, I personally think there is a lot you shared, and this is going to help a lot of candidates who are thinking to go into army, or maybe they are planning to appear in serious examination, or maybe the said you said, and if they are planning to clear SSB interview or something like that, they must have get a lot of ideas from your videos. Also, you mentioned the
right,
importance of discipline, and the importance of how we can just get rid of this kind of distraction if you have, and also how you can grow and learn in your life through your seniors if you follow them, respect them, try to seek suggestion, ask them. I think if you ask them politely, they are definitely going to help you somehow or other. I have also gone through that process, so I know. So it was really amazing talking to you, Sunny sir, and I am really very thankful
thank
and
you so much.
grateful for you to give your precious time and you joined this beautiful session. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
From my side, I have done, and if you have any question left in your mind that you would like to ask me, you can ask me freely.
No, I'm also, I must say that I'm so delighted to have you here, and thank you so much for connecting with you. And I hope so we'll connect soon
Yeah,
because
thank you so
I'm
much.
getting late
Yeah,
now.
thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for joining this
Okay,
session.
thank you.
And
Bye.
I hope I will again meet you again, and we'll try to do another session with you because there is a lot to
Yeah, then
learn
I will
from you,
come
I
up
guess.
something new.
Yeah, something new. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So thank